Greetings fans, friends, and family. Your Crafty Diva Cat here with lesson number 2 in our Needlework Basics series, pattern tracking. Now, when you're beginning to cross stitch in particular, what you're going to end up with is a chart that looks something like this. This is one from a kit that I recently purchased. As you can see, it's in 2 different colors, and there's different symbols to indicate the different colors. You can find what the symbols stand for with floss on another part of the pattern. Now when you're working with a kit, it's really easy because it comes with everything you need. All the floss is packaged, and it's in kits like this, it's already identified. You don't have to sort it or anything. So once you get started, how do you know where you were when you left off? Now this may seem very rudimentary at the beginning, but once you start crafting, you're going to realize that when you put it down and you pick it up a couple of days later, you're not going to remember whether that stitch right there on your fabric was a little red heart or a little red box, or so what do? If you don't want to spend hours counting all your stitches and trying to figure it out and possibly making a mistake and having to tear it off, my tip is a highlighter. Especially when you get into more complex patterns. This is a pattern for a project I'm currently working on. I've been working on it for a while. It's a little bit battered. It comes in 8 pages to create the whole project. The piece, quite large. As you can see, I'm only working on a small section, and I go back and forth depending on where I'm at. So how do I keep track of what stitches I've already done and which ones I haven't? Well, as you can see on the pattern here, every time I'm working, I highlight, and I've used 2 different colors of highlighters here. It really doesn't matter as long as you can see through it. The stitches that are already done, that lets you really easily find your place on the pattern and pick up where you left off. It can let you see where there are holes. For example, in this area, there's only 1 or 2 unstitched holes. Now, because I'm working on black canvas with dark colors, you might not even know that you missed a hole and think you're finished, but because you've been marking your pattern, you can see where those tiny spots are that you need to continue working on. So that's my tip on Needlework Basics for pattern tracking and keeping track of where you are. Stay tuned for our next lesson in this series, winding floss bobbins. And for more tips, lessons, and projects on cross-stitch needlework and other crafts, check out Crafty Diva Cat on Facebook and Twitter. As always, thank you for watching and happy crafting!